In the NHL draft, it's very rare to see a goalie prospect get taken in the first round. However, the 2012 draft saw two goalies get taken in the first round. One of those goalies was future Hall of Famer and two-time Stanley Cup champion Andrei Vasilevskiy, who was drafted 19th overall to the Lightning. But who were the 18 players drafted before him? And why did those 18 teams pass on a chance to draft a future Vezina winner? In today's video, we'll be going over all 18 players drafted before Vasilevskiy and how their careers have panned out thus far. Let's dive in. Among the Edmonton Oilers' 4 first overall picks in the 2010s, Nail Yakupov was the most disappointing. Despite his high scoring potential, he struggled with the hockey IQ and intangibles needed for the NHL. Yakupov's rookie season was his best, scoring 17 goals and 31 points in a lockout-shortened year. But he failed to surpass 30 points again with the Oilers. Traded to the St. Louis Blues in 2016 for a conditional pick and Zach Porchiro, he spent 1 year there before joining the Colorado Avalanche in 2017, scoring 9 goals and 16 points. Yakupov never lived up to the first overall pick expectations, and eventually returned to the KHL in 2018, where he still currently plays. As of now, he's considered one of the biggest draft busts of the last decade. When the Columbus Blue Jackets drafted Ryan Murray 2nd overall, they expected him to be a top defensive prospect. However, injuries hampered his development, with Murray playing a full season only once in his 6 years with Columbus. Despite falling short of expectations, Murray isn't a bad player. He rebounded with 29 points in 56 games in 2018-19, leading to a re-signing and later a trade to the New Jersey Devils in 2020. In New Jersey, he averaged 18:37 ice time per game in 2020-21. He then signed with the Colorado Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers. After 13 games with Edmonton, he went unsigned and didn't play in 2023-24. Alex Galchenyuk's career with the Montreal Canadiens was marked by inconsistency. Drafted 3rd overall and debuting at 18, he showed potential but struggled to maintain top-level play. In 2014-15, he scored a career-high 30 goals and 56 points, but he couldn't break 20 goals in the following seasons and was frequently moved between center and wing. Traded to the Arizona Coyotes for Max Domi in 2018, Galchenyuk didn't thrive there and was soon dealt to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Phil Kessel. His stint in Pittsburgh was disappointing, with just 17 points in 45 games. After brief stops with the Minnesota Wild and Ottawa Senators, he signed with the Arizona Coyotes again for 2022-23, but had his contract voided following a July 2023 arrest. He now plays in the KHL. Admitting mistakes and turning them around is crucial, as shown in the case of Griffin Reinhart. Drafted 4th overall by the New York Islanders in 2012, Reinhart was sent back to the WHL for further development. By the 2014-15 season, the Islanders traded him to the Oilers for a 1st and 2nd round pick after Reinhart struggled in just 8 games with the team. Reinhart's time with the Oilers was also disappointing, leading to his selection by the Vegas Golden Knights in the 2017 expansion draft. He played in the AHL and later the KHL before retiring in 2022 after stints in the DEL and EIHL. For nearly a decade, the Toronto Maple Leafs struggled with a weak defensive core. Drafting Morgan Rielly 5th overall in 2012 was a strategic move to address this issue and build around a top defenseman. Years later, Rielly has proven to be a key asset for the team. His breakout 2017-18 season saw him score 52 points in 76 games, followed by a 72-point campaign in 2018-19, making him a Norris Trophy contender. The Leafs have signed him through the 2029-30 season at a reasonable $7.5 million cap hit. Riley remains a cornerstone for the Leafs. This selection has become a best-case scenario for Toronto, providing them with both a top defenseman and a solid long-term contract. On draft day, Hampus Lindholm was projected as a mid-first-round pick, but the Anaheim Ducks selected him 6th overall, ahead of expectations. Though he may not have become a steal, Lindholm has proven to be a solid choice. When healthy, he's a smart, two-way defenseman with consistent offensive contributions. Initially a key part of the Ducks' future, Lindholm was traded to the Boston Bruins at the 2022 NHL trade deadline. He signed an 8-year extension with Boston, running through the 2029-30 season, solidifying his role as a cornerstone defenseman in Boston for years to come. When the Minnesota Wild drafted Matthew Dumba 7th overall, there was confidence in his potential as a top-pairing defender. With his skill, drive, and grit, he seemed destined to excel. Dumba had a breakout season in 2015-16, playing 81 games and notching 10 goals and 26 points. His performance improved in 2016-17 and peaked in 2017-18 with 14 goals and 50 points, earning him a 5-year $30 million extension through 2022-23. However, he struggled in 2022-23 and became a free agent, signing a 1-year deal with the Coyotes. After being traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning at the 2023 trade deadline, he signed a 2-year contract with the Dallas Stars in the summer of 2024. With the 8th overall pick in 2012, the Penguins selected Derek Pouliot, who was expected to be a top-tier NHL defenseman. However, Pouliot struggled to establish himself with the Penguins, playing less than 70 games over 3 seasons before being traded to the Vancouver Canucks in 2017. In Vancouver, he had a solid 2017-18 season with 22 points in 71 games. Though not living up to top 10 pick expectations, Pouliot showed potential. He signed a 1-year deal with the St. Louis Blues in 2019, but played only 2 games. Since then, he has alternated between the AHL and NHL with various teams, and will play for the Tampa Bay Lightning's AHL affiliate in 2024-25. The Winnipeg Jets made a strong choice by drafting Jacob Trouba 9th overall in 2012. Trouba quickly became a key player for the Jets, averaging over 22 minutes of ice time per game and scoring 50 points in the 2018-19 season. However, Trouba faced challenges beyond his production. Injuries limited him to over 70 games only twice in his first 6 seasons. Additionally, he requested a trade in September 2016 due to dissatisfaction with his role. The Jets traded Trouba to the New York Rangers before the 2019 draft, receiving a first-round pick and Neil Pionk. The Rangers quickly signed him to a 7-year, $56 million deal, signaling their intent for Trouba to be a cornerstone of their franchise's resurgence. The Tampa Bay Lightning surprised many by selecting defenseman Slater Kokok 10th overall instead of a high-talent forward like Philip Forsberg. Injuries hampered Kokok's development, limiting his ice time and causing him to spend most of the 2017-18 season as a healthy scratch. He played only 9 games in the first half of 2018-19 before being traded to the Chicago Blackhawks. After 2 seasons with Chicago, he signed with the Oilers in 2020 and retired after the 2022-23 season. Drafted 11th overall by the Washington Capitals in 2012, Philip Forsberg was traded to the Nashville Predators before ever playing for Washington. In Nashville, he quickly became a top offensive talent, known for his goal scoring. quick release and hockey sense. Forsberg set franchise records, including becoming the Predators' all-time leading goal scorer, and played a key role in their 2017 Stanley Cup final run. He remains an elite offensive threat as the Preds look to make another deep playoff run in 2024. Drafted 12th overall by the Buffalo Sabres in 2012, Mikhail Grigorenko faced high expectations but struggled to meet them in North America. After an uneven stint with the Sabres and a trade to the Colorado Avalanche in 2015, he showed potential but couldn't secure a consistent role, leading him to return to Russia after the 2016-17 season. In the KHL with CSKA Moscow, Grigorenko thrived, becoming a top player and winning the Gagarin Cup 3 times. He had a brief return to the NHL with the Columbus Blue Jackets in 2020-21 before returning to the KHL, where he still currently plays. The Dallas Stars drafted Radek Faksa with their 13th overall pick in 2012. Faksa is known for his reliable two-way play at center. Since becoming a regular in the NHL in 2015-16, he has excelled in faceoffs, penalty killing, and shutting down top opponents. While not a prolific scorer, Faksa contributes timely points, making him a valuable depth player. He remains a key player in the Stars lineup, especially in defensive and penalty killing roles. Drafted 14th overall by the Buffalo Sabres, Zemgus Girgensons has spent his entire NHL career in Buffalo. Known for his gritty, two-way play, he excels in defensive roles and on the penalty kill. Despite modest offensive numbers, Girgensons' work ethic, physicality, and leadership have made him a valuable asset in Buffalo. In 2015, he was voted into the NHL All-Star Game thanks to a surge of support from Latvia. Girgensons remains a respected veteran and key player for the Sabres today. Cody Ceci has carved out a role as a steady, stay-at-home defenseman. Drafted 15th overall by the Ottawa Senators in 2012, he debuted with the Senators in 2013, quickly becoming known for his reliability and ability to handle significant minutes. After several seasons with Ottawa, Ceci was traded to the Maple Leafs in 2019 and later signed with the Pittsburgh Penguins. A strong 2020-21 season with Pittsburgh led to a multi-year deal with the Edmonton Oilers in 2021. In the summer of 2024, he was dealt to the Sharks, where he'll look to help a young San Jose squad. Tom Wilson has become one of the NHL's premier power forwards. Drafted 16th overall by the Washington Capitals, he's known for his physical play. Wilson earned a reputation as a tough and aggressive player while also developing a solid offensive game. His combination of skill, size, and physicality has been crucial to the Capitals' success, including their 2018 Stanley Cup win. Wilson's career has been marked by controversy due to his physical style, leading to multiple suspensions. Nevertheless, his impact on the ice and in the locker room, where he serves as an alternate captain, has cemented his role as a key player for Washington. Drafted 17th overall by the San Jose Sharks in 2012, Thomas Hertl made an impact with a standout rookie season, including a memorable 4-goal game. Known for his size, skill, and scoring ability, Hertl was a key offensive player for the Sharks for many years, thriving in various roles such as power play and faceoffs. Despite facing injury challenges, Hertl remained essential to the Sharks lineup. He was traded to the Golden Knights in March of 2024. Teuvo Teravainen's career got off to a blazing start when he captured the 2015 Stanley Cup with the Blackhawks. Drafted 18th overall by Chicago in 2012, he's known for his exceptional playmaking and vision. However, he was traded to the Carolina Hurricanes in 2016. In Carolina, Teravainen continued to excel, becoming a primary offensive driver and contributing strongly to the Hurricanes' success. In the summer of 2024, he signed a 3-year deal back in Chicago, a full-circle moment for the team that drafted him. And there you have it. Those are the 18 players drafted before Andrei Vasilevskiy and how their careers have panned out so far. So, how would you redraft the top 5 picks in 2012? Does Vasilevskiy crack the top 5? Or even top 3? Let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos.